Hello! Welcome back to Living with Hashimotos, a series detailing everything that goes into the craziness that is living with the autoimmune disorder, Hashimoto's hypothyroidism. I'm a Verity, in case you missed my intro, and we're just going to talk today kind of about all the lab work that kind of goes into, you know, having issues. So, the thing about your thyroid is it also creates a vitamin D deficiency. So I am on levothyroxine to balance out my thyroid, and I'm also on vitamin D supplements to kind of fix my vitamin D levels. Now with this, I get blood work done to check these levels every. It's depending on like where they are and how off they are. It can be as soon as 6 weeks, 3 months, or 6 months. So if my levels are super off, my doctor will, adjust the prescription and he'll say, okay, great, do this for 6 weeks, then get more lab work done and we'll evaluate. So it's really important to have a healthy relationship with the doctor and the lab. This if you learn nothing else from this video and this stream of videos, always be kind to the happy people that stab you with pointy objects. I actually the reason why we're doing this today is because I actually got blood work done today. I'll let you know when those results come in, and I'll figure out where I'm at. And I while I was in the lab, people are arguing with the lab techs, and it's like, okay, people make mistakes, totally cool, not a problem. But why are you going to anger the person that is then going to stab you with a needle? And I am not saying that a medical professional in any capacity would go out of their way to harm you. But I'm also not saying that they won't go out of their way to not hurt you. So make friends with the happy phlebotomists. They're kind people. Veins sometimes are difficult. I'm lucky. They go for the same vein pretty much every time because it's happy, it's big, it's right at the top. In and out, easy peasy. I've only had one technician miss my vein. I don't know how she did it because it's huge. But you know what? Everyone has a bad day. It's all good. So don't piss off the lab people. Don't do it. But yeah, so going to the doctor and making sure you get your lab work done regularly is important. I will say that with the levothyroxine, some of the not interactions, what is the word I'm looking for? Complications of the drug is that if it's not the right dose, if the dose is too high, it causes severe anxiety to the point where I have panic attacks, and it's not fun. So in the beginning, when they had increased my dosage because my thyroid still wasn't happy with the one that the lower dosage that I was on, he increased my dosage. He said, okay, well, you have an option. You can either just take an extra pill of what you already have, or you can go and I'll put the other prescription into your pharmacist, and you can just take that. And I'm just like, well, let me just I already have the pills. I'll just take an extra pill. My body didn't like that, and it took longer than I should have to realize what was happening. I spent 2 weeks before I saw my general physician and kind of explained what was going on, and she said, well, this is why. But I spent 2 weeks in a state of utter panic. Everything was making me jumpy. I didn't sleep because every time I tried to close my eyes, my brain wouldn't shut down. I was my brain was inventing these evil things, and that was causing me extreme anxiety. I remember it was during the pandemic, so I wasn't at work completely, but I was alone doing my thing. My boss kind of walked in the door, and I audibly yelped because I was just that jittery and freaking out. And then so we realized, okay, that dose, the extra pill, my body was just no, no. So we fixed it, all good. And then another time when I had begun to lose a lot of weight. Like I lost probably 20 pounds in like 6 weeks with, just a new medication that I tried and different supplements I was doing. And my diet was like on point. But I lost so much weight in so little time that now my dosage had become too high. And I, again, started to freak the fuck out. It actually got so bad that I call it the episode at work. I legit, like, had a massive panic attack in the middle of my office, and that's when I was just like, no, I can't live like this. We're gonna have to figure something out. But that is where open communication with your doctor comes in. It was unfortunate, like that second time after the panic attack, that doctor's office, like their phones were all jacked up, and I couldn't get in touch with her. So I didn't find a resolution to that insanity as quickly as I would have liked. So I it's actually ever since that I haven't been able to get back on track because I'm terrified of getting back into that state and not like having a way to fix it. So it's like it's terrible because subconsciously in my brain I'm always just like every time I have even the slightest bit of anxiety, I'm just like, oh God, is my medication off? Is my medication off? Is my medication off? And so that's why lab work, super important. Open communication with your doctor, super important. If you get nothing else from this series, it is that. And understand that it's not your fault. It's not your fault. These things happen. You just got recognizing why it's happening sometimes helps more than anything, because then you can say, well, I know why I'm experiencing this anxiety and having these panic attacks, and then kind of you can trick your brain into like coming out of it sooner instead of it just coming out of nowhere, just like I don't know what's going on. Because when I didn't know what was going on, like it was awful. It was god awful. I don't wish that on anybody. So if you are on levothyroxine and you experience anxiety, talk to your doctor immediately, because it could be that maybe that drug is just not okay for you, or your dose is potentially too high. Like I said, conversation to have with your doctor. But yeah, never let a medical professional gaslight you into thinking that symptoms are normal. Just don't. It's advocate for yourself. Talk to your doctor, advocate for yourself. There's absolutely nothing wrong with getting a second opinion. Nothing wrong with getting a second opinion. I will say, because obviously I went to one endocrinologist. I did go for a second opinion with a second endocrinologist, and they had two different approaches. The one thought that, says the generic is fine, it's the same stuff, whatever. This other one had me on like a name brand, but it's not covered under my insurance. So I said, you know what? It's expensive, but I'm gonna give it a go, because something's gotta give. Nothing's working. Let me try this. But there was a couple things that that changed during that time. So I don't necessarily know if that's what caused it, but when I made all of those changes, I lost a lot of weight very quickly. Obviously that doctor didn't work out for me because the communication, I didn't have the kind of communication that I needed with her. Not her fault, my own problem, but I went back to the other endocrinologist, and right now I'm kind of in the process of eliminating which one of the changes that other one had implemented that caused the drastic change in weight. So I've almost exhausted every single thing except for the change of medication. And I'm really, really sad about it because it was very expensive. But I think I might have to, the next time I talk to my doctor, say, hey, I've already eliminated X, Y, and Z. Nothing's changing. Let's give this a go and see what happens. Because it is a very big price difference. If you don't have insurance, you understand like how expensive stuff is in America. Like the generic, $15 every 3 months. The not generic, $400. $400 for a 3-month supply of a drug that I need in the name brand. It's completely ridiculous. But that's off topic. That is completely off topic. But yeah, so just, this short little episode, talk to your doctors, make sure you get your blood work done. I'll let you know how this comes out once I get the results back, probably in about a week. So, but yeah, that's it for today, and I will see you again next time. Have a lovely afternoon. Bye.